What it do, bruh? Talk of the town, Nintendo, Doc Trey still holding it down, still make the best games, and you know this, bro. It's the truth. If you don't like it, you can have that seatbelt. So there was a new Indie World Direct earlier today, and a lot of you may not even have known about it because hardly anyone is talking about it because hardly anyone cared to talk about it. And that's pretty much the point of this video. For the last couple years maybe, these indie worlds, these indie directs have kind of sucked. I mean, not kind of sucked, they have sucked. And I'm trying to figure out why that is, because a few years ago, or at least during even the end of the Wii U's life and the beginning of the Switch's life, the indie directs were good. And they featured a lot of games that people actually, were interested in. But somehow along the lines that changed. And I don't know if it's because we were maybe more eager to check out games from indie developers because the Wii U had such terrible third-party support, and there were a lot of the people supporting the Wii U as far as third parties at the end. And maybe that made us more hyped up for indie games. Somewhat similar to how when the PlayStation 4, the first couple years, wasn't getting that many games and was getting a lot of indie games, and their fan base was hyping up so much that a lot of people were calling it the Indie Station 4. That could have been part of it. But also, I just think that back then, these indie directs focused on just indie games that Nintendo gamers cared more about. And now, I mean, not saying that all these games that were shown at this indie direct were bad, Indie World were bad. There was a handful here and there, but for the most part, I didn't give a damn about most of those games. Not saying that they're bad games, or not saying that the developers that made them or suck or anything like that. But the games that are chosen and the games that Nintendo chooses to focus on and focus the most time on a lot of the times in these indie worlds, and even sometimes in the regular directs with certain third-party games, it's like, how do they decide which of these games to focus on and which to run through? It's like, who's deciding this?
Hey, who are these niggas?
I cried laughing when I read it.
You know what I'm saying?
I mean, I've seen countless times now. Well, they'll focus a whole long time on some game that everybody's falling asleep on. You can see everyone in the comments saying, "What is this? What the heck is this?" And then there'll be some games that people actually care about, and they'll be under the, "Oh, this is what else is coming," and then they'll show them for like a second and a half, and sometimes don't even show the title of the game. It's confusing to me. It's like, how do they decide what games to prominently feature in these indie directs, in these indie worlds? Add to the fact that the main indie game that the large majority of Nintendo fans want to see in Silksong is nowhere to be found. Like, Silksong is literally the Metroid Prime 4 of indie games right now. It's crazy. But let me know if let me know if I'm tripping. Maybe I'm tripping. But these indie worlds, these indie directs, in my opinion, they've been a snooze fest for like the last like 2 or 3 years. Let me know if I'm tripping. I'll catch you guys later.